said I love you first?
She did.
I did.
How long have you been married?
6 months. Almost 6 months now.
How did you meet?
Do you want me to go? Do you want to go? Okay. All right. So I used to make muffins. So that's what I used to do as a business then. And I remember one of my friends, a very close friend of mine, who worked at MTN. She also worked at MTN at the time. So I was supposed to deliver that box to my friend's colleague, but my friend was ill at the time. So the colleague that was meant to pick up was in a meeting. So I think my friend sent Ruth over to pick up the box. And when she came downstairs, it was like, wow, who is this gorgeous looking person? She was coming from far. So I had all of this thought in my head. But I wasn't dressed the best. Let me just put that. I wasn't dressed the best. But when she came over, I saw this look on her face like, okay, delivery rider, why are you checking me out? So that kind of thing.
What else was I supposed to do? Oh my god, thank you so much, stranger, for coming. Thanks for the muffin. Because that part of the story, he always tells to shoot himself, to be honest. For me, the very first time he met me, I won't say that was the first time I met him.
You can see.
Hold on. That's to say, obviously, the first time I met him, I wasn't thinking anything. It was just pick up a box of muffins. I didn't know who. There was no thought to it. The first time I actually now met him was at the beach. Back gist, they had been speaking about me apparently even before. I mean, he had been saying to his friend, that's to Renee, that really something I don't really know
How
what.
do you know?
Obviously, I know now. I don't really know what they were talking about, and maybe to his group of friends as well. So even by the time I was on my way to the beach that day, everyone was like, "Oh, hi Ruth," and I'm like, "Oh, this was so nice."
I talked her
wow,
up,
hi
and
Ruth.
she was looking down on me just to show
Everyone
you
is
how
so
nice I
friendly,
am.
everyone is so nice and stuff. From that day on till
You were basically loved up. That's why you said I love you first. Is that not the summary of the whole thing?
Okay, since he said that, let's go further.
It is okay now.
No, so while we're talking, it was going smooth. We talked, today or talk tomorrow. Cool. And I just noticed that sometimes my guy would just MIA. I'm like,
They don't ask you to
Don't give
pull
me
up
confused
everything.
vibes.
Relax. God.
don't give me confused
Yeah,
vibes.
I'm
I don't do
trouble.
confused vibes. If you wanna, have this conversation, if you wanna be serious, be serious. If you don't wanna be serious, box out of my, chat. So I blocked him. And my sister is like, no, don't block him. Don't spoil the work of God here.
Your story is getting too long. It's
And
okay.
basically, I unblocked him. Blocked him again. She told me unblock him. I blocked him again. And I think I basically asked him one time what's going on with this back and forth. And then he said what was going on. And then we saw it out. And yeah. So that's the story.
God not block your blessings. Yes, I'm with you. Okay.
Why are you married?
Why are we married? Because actually, answer first. I've been going first. Let me take your answer.
We are married because I think one of it is that we are in this to fulfill one of God's purposes for our being, for creation basically. And we're married because we do believe that I believe that we believe that we see each other as partners, as life partners, as people who want to win together, grow together, and be fruitful, in sense of life, having kids, and many other ways. And some of those things really and truly, some of those promises really and truly can only be achieved in the context of marriage and context of union. So yeah, that's why we're married.
For me, I think I would also take the first thing she said, which was basically God's plan. I think above all else, it's what God wants from us. From a man and a woman, it's all written in the Bible. So I think that's the very first thing. Then secondly, I would say because we love each other, and for me personally, because I just can't do life alone. I think Ruth, as she has shown me that being by yourself is is basically not as good as being together. So, and I believe it's not, a lot of couples just without getting married, they're just moving together. Do you understand? Spend a lifetime together, maybe marry along the way. But obviously, following God's way, the right thing is to get married, and so that you know that you're in a union. So I think that's it for me, because I love her and I really can't do it alone anymore. So yeah, I think that's part of the reason why we're married. Obviously, the others I can't really think about it now, but yeah.